The topography of the ocean floors is none too well known, since in great areas the available soundings are hundreds or even thousands of miles apart. However, the floor of the Atlantic is becoming fairly well known as a result of special surveys since 1920. A scientist may have a strong belief that the hypothesis is true, or false, or feels internal or external pressure to get a specific result. In that case, there may be a psychological tendency to find something wrong, such as systematic effects, with data which do not support the scientist's expectations, while data which do agree with those expectations may not be checked as carefully. My study of the history of religion has revealed that human beings are spiritual animals. Indeed, there is a case for arguing that Homo sapiens is also homo religious. Men and women started to worship gods as soon as they became recognizably human. They created religions at the same time as they created works of art. If you can avoid it, accept the offer before going to the place and having a look. You should go and see once you have a chance. This is important that you see the facilities and accommodations around the school, because you might be living off campus in the second year. Journalists try to be fair and objective by presenting all sides of a particular issues. Practically speaking, however, it is about as easy to present all sides of an issue as it is to invite all candidates from all political parties to a presidential debate. In language learning, there is a distinction between competence and performance. Competence is a state of the speaker's mind. What he or she knows. Separate from actual performance, what he or she does while producing or comprehending language. In other words, competence is put to use through performance. If they have put all their effort into the perfection of one survival trick, they do not bother so much with the general complexities of the world around them. So long as the anteater has its ants and the koala bear has gum leaves, then they are satisfied, and the living is easy. For one thing, the use of language is universal. All normally developing children learn to speak at least one language, and many learn more than one. By contrast, not everyone becomes proficient at complex mathematical reasoning, few people learn to paint well, and many people cannot carry a tune. The researchers claim to have collected information over a period of 2 years from sources including over 500 published contents and 80 experts in the BCGI's network. The data will be kept updated with the discovery of new species or the extinction of some, said the researchers. Games provide an ideal setting to explore important elements of the design of clever machines, such as pattern recognition, learning, and planning. They also hold out the tantalizing possibility of fame and fortune should the program ever clobber a human champion. Jet stream, narrow, swift currents or tubes of air found at heights ranging from 7 to 8 m above the surface of the Earth. They are caused by great temperature differences between adjacent air masses. Instead of moving along a straight line, the jet stream flows in a wave-like fashion. The waves propagate eastward at speeds considerably slower than the wind speed itself. Innovation in India is as much due to entrepreneurialism as it is to IT skills, says Arun, chairman of Boston Consulting Group in India. Indian businessmen have used IT to create new business models that enable them to provide services in a more cost-effective way. Humans appear to be the only species which is able to translate their communication into another medium, and in this case, the medium provides a semi-durable record of the elements of the communication. So reading is a very special ability that we have. The elephants noticed the drones, which hovered anywhere from 25 feet to 300 feet above them. And it wasn't just that the elephants noticed them, in many cases, the elephants were clearly agitated. Some of them took off running. In at least one case, an elephant used her trunk to hurl mud in the drone's direction. Of course, most people are well enough to attend to their work, but nearly all are suffering from some ill, mental or physical, acute or chronic. There is too much illness, too much suffering. We are losing every year a vast army of individuals who are in their productive prime. For a brief definition from the World Health Organization, World Mental Health Day aims to raise awareness of mental health issues around the world and to mobilize efforts in support of mental health. This year's theme is Make Mental Health and Well-Being for All a Global Priority. It is a way of mindful traveling, where you intentionally devote time to get immersed into things of importance to you rather than following a checklist of things to see and do. The greatest benefit is that you get to know the place better. When you really let yourself soak the environment around you. It is not all about running a marathon and then some, and it is definitely not meant to resemble strongman competitions. On the contrary, exercising should be enjoyable and include a level of effort you're able to give at that particular time. A promising approach to career planning is the so-called career clusters. Career clusters encompass a series of similar and related careers within a particular branch. What you need to do is tick the boxes that fit, and cross off what sounds unappealing or downright off-putting. A larger percentage demonstrates attraction to both males and females. While researchers continue to examine why these differences in sexual behavior occur, they have made one significant discovery related to animal brains.